everyone, and welcome to Cryptopian Bitcoin Diaries. Today we're going to discuss my rebuttal of Edward Snowden's warning against using Bitcoin. Edward Snowden is famous for heroically exposing the NSA's surveillance program on U.S. citizens, which was against the Constitution. He had to flee overseas to avoid getting captured by the federal government at the time. And so he is issued a warning against using Bitcoin because it could be used by governments to surveil actions of citizens, which is a very legitimate concern. My rebuttal, and I'll leave a link in the description to his video so you all can see for yourselves, but my rebuttal to his argument is that although you could use privacy coins, his favorite is Zcash, and there's also Monero, which he doesn't like as much. He likes Zcash. If I'm projecting the way Bitcoin is going to look in the future, and although, yes, governments can use Bitcoin to track the actions of their citizens, at the same time, decades down the road, people can use Bitcoin to track the actions of their governments too. So in this day and age, it's kind of like the wild, wild west with Bitcoin and the way it's traded and operated, and governments really don't have a hand in it yet. And so if we start to make privacy coins more mainstream, such as Zcash, Monero, we're allowing the governments to also bypass actions against the citizens. And so because Bitcoin is more transparent than pretty much most other cryptos that are privacy coins, we can see what the governments do. And I think that's a great thing, because I think even though they have a surveillance program that can track all of us, they have the funds to do it, there's a lot more of us than there are them. And so we will have, noble computer programmers that will be watching what they do as well. And that's going to be transparent for everybody to see. Now, how do they do that? I don't know. I know that there's a way the government could track wallets, which is how they were able to confiscate or identify and confiscate the over 100,000, I think around 100,000 Bitcoin from the couple Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Morgan that was hacked from Bitfinex, or another, I think it was Bitfinex exchange. And they were able to surveil the wallets until they finally were able to see an action that identified Ilya Lichtenstein to the wallets that had been hacked, and then they were basically at that point able to track their address and basically knock on their door and have a warrant for their arrest. Now, the same exact thing could be done in the future with the government, or at least a programmer could be like, look, this is what the government did. They sent 10,000 Bitcoins to for this effort, and for this military effort to this country that then ended up using those Bitcoins to purchase weapons that caused such and such attack. And so we would be able to see from our end with these noble programmers that would then reveal this to the press, and that would put our government on the line and to its voters, be like, what are you doing? So they are liable to us just as much as we are liable to them. And so that's my rebuttal. And again, I'll put the link in the description to Edward Snowden's video, which he does have legitimate concerns, but I'm thinking decades ahead here.